Yesterday I got lost in the circus, feeling like such a mess.
Circus has taught me that being an athlete doesn't always mean playing a typical sport. Like I, for example, am a soccer player, and I always thought playing a sport was the end-all and be-all. But circus has taught me otherwise.
That the students were able to, they would learn the discipline, but not only would they just learn it in phys ed class, they were taking it outside of the classroom. They were going home to YouTube. They were looking up we have one student who's really good at unicycle, and she was looking up who the best unicyclers were in the world, I guess, or on YouTube, and she was seeing she was, I guess, comparing her technique to their technique, and she was seeing how could she improve her technique through these professionals who are really good unicyclers. So it actually turned into a bit of a research project for some of these students. And same with our pogo stick. We had a couple students who really liked to master the pogo sticks, and they were also taking to YouTube and learning how to improve their skills, try out new tricks. So I was actually telling the classroom teachers that they could also use this in their classroom.
The big idea I take from the circus training is that it's not that we're pushing circus on everybody. It's not that you have to love what we're doing, but it's really the process, the learning process, and that's the big thing that I took home with me after teaching it for a year. We'll give you the basics. We'll give you the tips. We'll be there as a coach, as a sounding board for you as students, but really it's up to you to take and learn them and put in the time and effort to learn the process. And that resiliency that those students build up is something that you just can't teach as a physical educator. Students taking time to work on little intricate skills over and over and over and making mistakes over and over and over again till they finally have that successful outcome. It's just something you can't teach students, and I really appreciate that process of learning. It really works, and I feel like I've carried that through my teaching into other areas of phys ed, not just in the circus arts, but other sports skills and other activities. And I'm hoping that idea of self-teaching and that resilience that those students are building up, I'm hoping it carries over into their other subject areas. And I feel like in chatting with some of my colleagues that they definitely see the benefit of that idea and that process and that method of teaching, kind of that circus way of learning the different skills and techniques. It's just something you can't teach kids.
Circus has given me a chance to ride a unicycle. That's something I've never would have tried because I don't really know anybody who owns a unicycle.
Having Circus come to school has been, I've seen a change in her and her classmates, particularly the girls, those that are in gymnastics, those that are in dance. Now they have a connection with phys ed that they didn't have before. And for the boys who are a little bit more creative and again not into to traditional sports, they have an outlet. They have an opportunity to express themselves and to see phys ed as a whole new thing. And it's athletic and it's flexibility and it's so many things that hit things that they need in life and moving forward, and it's been part of their school experience now, and it's given them an opportunity to see what more that they could do outside of traditional sports or things that they found maybe less interesting before. So it's really been an exciting opportunity, and as a parent to watch your kids get excited about something and have it be completely new and different has been a real thrill.
So the circus arts was of huge benefit to our school here. We saw a lot of students who generally weren't into phys ed really become excited about going to physical education because it brought something new and something that they felt that they could attain. And it sort of was a place that students felt was accessible for everybody. So I would really encourage all schools to have this program.
If you get the opportunity, I'd take it. It's really fun.
Well, our students are that much more confident in themselves in the gym and outside of the gym. This is an area that we want to target in our school in particular is physical fitness and physical literacy. So to have an area where students can come in and they can target the different passions they have, and the fact that Circus Arts has different entry points for all students is fantastic. It goes along with universal design for learning that we're studying about, and we know is very inclusive for all of our students.
Not every student is motivated by competition, and this is where the Circus Arts blend beautifully, because you don't have to be better than somebody else. The goal isn't to compete against anyone else. It's compete against yourself, and the goal ultimately is to entertain. So we're finding we're attracting students that we don't normally attract in phys ed to the circus arts. So just having another tool that we can use to motivate kids is a huge benefit.
As a researcher at the University of Manitoba and working with the National Circus School in Montreal, we've been excited to be able to offer this program for students and community to understand the value of circus arts instruction in providing physical education curriculum outcomes, but also creating a sense of community in every school. And it is my pleasure to be able to see the changes in creativity in the children, the changes in their movement competence, the changes in their understanding of how to learn something, so they see success is achieved through failures. They're not afraid of failure anymore. They feel more comfortable in their own skin, moving in front of others. So as a researcher, bringing the numbers to life and bringing it to these stories that the children themselves are experiencing is exciting for me. And hopefully it helps all phys ed programs across Canada deliver the important curriculums that we have in health and physical education.
I just would say we're a K-5 school, and I would say at any level, at middle school or high school, I can just see the benefits of circus arts instruction in every school, in every level.
Yesterday I got lost in the circus, feeling like such a mess.